Well, well, well. So you probably have not had Nepali food, or maybe you have. And I have to say, it is insanely delicious. Today, we are making choo-KOW-nee. And choo-KOW-nee is a awesome dish that comes from Nepal. It is a potato base with curry sauce, almost like a potato salad. So stay tuned and enjoy. All right, so for today, this is a Nepali recipe, and I'm very excited about this. I know a lot of people who are Nepali out in my area, a lot of Nepalese people. They are so damn awesome, such cool people, and their restaurants smell insanely good. So, I've never had this before at all, okay? And I'm gonna wing this one, and we'll see how it comes out, right? And I'm gonna be giving it to some of them tomorrow, too, to get their feel on how it comes out, how it came out as well. But it is vegetarian. Choo-KOW-nee is vegetarian, and I almost disagree because I love potatoes and I think that they should be part of the meat group. So, without further ado, people, let's make this shit. Stay tuned. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start boiling about 1.5 pounds of Yukon Gold potatoes. And yes, heavily salt the water like it is the ocean before you start boiling, just like with your pasta. Then we're gonna move on to our cumin seeds. So I found some cumin seeds at my local Nepali grocer, and we're gonna go ahead and toast about, I would say 2 to 3 tablespoons of those, which we're gonna grind later on, but keep them at a medium to low heat. We just wanna lightly toast them before we grind them. It does make a difference, it really does. So into a mortar and pestle, I'm gonna go ahead and start grinding these. So it is a little bit nerve-wracking when you're using a mortar and pestle if you're not used to it. So I like doing the twisting motion and the pounding motion, of course, as well. And no pun intended. Yeah, so just do that until you get this nice fine powder here. The powder does take quite a little bit, but once you're done, there you go. Now, once our potatoes are nice and boiled, we're gonna strain them off and then look at them there, they're steaming. So we have to be very, very, very gentle. This recipe is all about being gentle. So see how slow I'm cutting through the potato because I wanna start dicing the potatoes, okay? So we're gonna make nice horizontal slits and then vertical slits as well to make sure that we dice it, but be really gentle with this. You don't want to mash them, so be kind. Next up, we're gonna make the sauce. So it starts with yogurt. So I'm using about, I would say 1.5 cups of really good yogurt here. This is cow yogurt and it is whole milk. We don't wanna use anything less than that. Make sure you get the best quality that you can because you want really pure yogurt for this. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that in. And then, of course, we're gonna add some ingredients as well to give it that real flavor that we wanna add here. But before we do, we're gonna whisk this up to make sure that it's nice and fluffy and it's creamy so that we can go ahead and add our next ingredients, which is crucial. You want this to be nice and creamy. So we're gonna add some Kashmiri powder here. This is a spicy powder and we're gonna use about 1 to 2 teaspoons. You can eyeball it, I use a tablespoon, some cilantro, and then of course, we're gonna add in that roasted cumin. So about a tablespoon of that. And then we're gonna add in some black pepper. So the black pepper, I'm going with a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of black pepper. That's my call. And then I'm gonna use some kosher salt here. I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of kosher salt. Again, salt and pepper to taste, as always, before mixing. Go ahead and mix it up. And then taste it, make sure it's at where you want it to be, and then go ahead and move forward from there. So once it's all mixed up, I'm then gonna go through and add some more ingredients here, which is gonna be our potatoes. So our potatoes are nice and cut up. I'm gonna add those in here and be very, very gentle. So we're gonna do a folding process, which I'm gonna show you very soon. So I take a spatula and I fold them in. I'm not just gonna aggressively just, mix them into the sauce. you want to gently fold. It's a lot like baking. In some forms of making bread, you want to fold the bread over itself. It's the same process with this. So you want to gently take your spatula, scoop underneath, and then bring everything up and fold over. Otherwise, you're going to break the potatoes and it's not going to be great. Then I'm going to add in some diced red onion here, some purple onion, and I'm going to go ahead and add that in and gently fold over again. Just one large purple onion will do. Depends on how much you're making for people, but this is enough for, I would say, 4 to 5 people. And then after that's done, I'm going to go ahead and start adding some chicken broth here. So lightly add some chicken broth, time at a time, not too much, because we want to make sure this is creamy, it's not soupy. So when we don't add the chicken broth, it's going to be way too thick. And so the chicken broth will help thin it out to where it's more of like a sauce. This is a really good potato salad that works really well in the summertime. And honestly, as a winter dish, it hits so hard because of the spices. Then I'm going to add some Thai chilies. So I like my stuff spicy, but they do add Thai chilies to this, and you can use as much as you want. I'm using about, I would say, I put in a quarter of a cup of Thai chilies to this recipe. But moving on to the oil. So in a pan, I'm going to go ahead and heat up about, I would say, a quarter cup of some avocado oil. Then I'm going to add some mustard seeds. I'm going to add in anywhere from about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of some mustard seeds. Let those gently heat up. You can notice that they start popping. Then I'm going to add some more Kashmiri chili to that as well to give it some nice flavor, some nice heat. So about 1 to 2 tablespoons of that. Then I'm going to go ahead and add in some curry leaves. Drop in the curry leaves. It's about 8 to 10 curry leaves I have diced up. This is called a tadka. Okay, so this will go into our sauce right now. So let it cool down a little bit and then add it in. Just like Szechuan boiling beef, the oil will fizzle up and we're going to gently fold that into our choo-KOW-nee, which I gotta say, this is such an awesome dish. You can put it over some jasmine or basmati rice. I would highly recommend basmati. If not, jasmine for sure. You want a nice long grain white rice. And it is so good. It is a secret slayer when it comes to recipes. You will be amazed. But without further ado, people, let's go ahead and plate this up and let's eat this. So plating will be pretty simple. We have our basmati rice, then our choo-KOW-nee that we're going to go ahead and put in there, and then some diced up Thai chilies, and of course our Kashmiri pepper powder, and then of course some cilantro that's chopped up, and maybe put a little pepper in there just to look fancy. And there we are. All right, so we are all done with our choo-KOW-nee, and I gotta say, this looks so damn good. It smells so good. I have to try it. I've been tasting it the whole way through. And yeah, here we are. So get a little bit of the potatoes, some of the basmati rice, and our nice sauce. And here we go. This is a flavor bomb. I mean, what the hell? I have to make more Nepali recipes. This is so damn good. I'm gonna put this one in my bag, 100%. It's perfect for summer, even winter. I feel it's very hearty. It's got the spices. It's not too spicy. Don't worry about that. But shit, oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna eat this and very surprised. So cheers. I'm out.